Hey friends, welcome to my Heidi Sonboul home channel. Today we're going to start off in my kitchen because I am going to be cleaning this area and prepping it with a little bit of spring decor. But first I wanted to chop up this watermelon. Our Costco's started carrying watermelon again and I was so excited that I picked one up. And I thought I would just share really quick how I chop it up because I get asked all the time whenever people see me doing this. And I learned this years ago. I put it on a cookie sheet tray and then I cut off the top and the bottom, which allows it to not roll around on you, and then I skin the sides. This is the fastest way to cut a watermelon and I definitely recommend trying it if you've never tried it before because it minimizes the mess of all the juice going everywhere. And it's also really great because it keeps it from it rolling around and you can cube it up really easy. So once I skin the whole sides of the watermelon, I go ahead and then just do big slices and I chop it all up until it's all cubed and ready to be put in a bowl. And then see here, when I was done, all I'm doing is just taking it over and rinsing off the tray and I can wrap it up. I have been looking for a larger container with a lid to be able to hold all my watermelons. So if you have any recommendations of a good one that you know, leave a comment down below and let me know what you use for your watermelon or fruit like this because I have been looking for one for quite some time. It's hard to believe that this coming June we will have been in this house for 5 years and we have loved it here so much. It has truly felt like home and making it our own space. But as we have had our family grow and our teenagers have become men, we're starting to realize that this space is just getting a little too small for our family. It definitely was a great starter home. If you didn't know, we were in apartments for 15 years of our marriage, and then this last 5 years we've been in this house. And again, we have loved every single moment being in this house, but it's just that feeling of Bradley and Calvin share a room, which I do love that, but as Bradley's getting older and getting ready to go on a mission for our church or go off to college and doing those kind of things, his last year is his senior year. I really want to be able to give him his own room and his own space. And it's really good for Calvin too to be able to have his own room because he has a lot of separation anxiety issues whenever people are coming and going. And I think when Bradley starts going off into the world, it's going to be a really hard transition for him. So it's kind of one of the things that comes with Asperger's that we have to kind of prep and be prepared for to help him transition when his brother goes out into the world, especially since they've shared a room their whole lives. So our family's getting ready to do the last few things we need to do for this house and then put it on the market. We don't know exactly when we're going to be doing that. We're thinking maybe by summertime. But then again, if things don't work out, then it could end up maybe being by fall or even next spring. So there's a couple things we still need to do. One of the things is when we bought this house, this kitchen used to be super dark and there was a wall between the kitchen and the living room. So we've done a lot of the repairs ourselves, and when we redid the kitchen, they used to have orange countertops and carpet in here. We knew that it wasn't going to be a permanent fix. It was just trying to get it to a place where it didn't feel like we were living in the Brady Bunch episodes. So we very quickly just redid the countertops and ripped down the upper cabinets and did a couple things to repair it. But now that we're talking about selling it, I'm thinking we might end up doing a new upgrade on this kitchen where we bring back in the upper cabinets that are up to date and redo the countertops again, because, you know, we were DIYing it ourselves and there are definitely things that are not perfect about this kitchen to sell a house. I definitely do not want to spend a ton of time doing things to this house, but because you know how when new buyers come in, everybody always wants to make it their own, but definitely to get the bare bones just up to date and ready to put the house on the market. So many things I have coming up on this channel, but just for today, I'm going to be doing a couple little decorations here in the kitchen. The island and the countertop in here is not the hugest, and so I just always like to decorate this little corner, and then I pretty much leave everything else bare on the counter. I don't like a lot of stuff on my counters because it makes it easier to clean.
Trust you when you say that beauty lives in me too. Beauty lives in me. I know I don't yet know it, so I trust you when you say.
Up on my very top shelf, I usually like to put some decor up here too. But it's so funny because after I put the stuff to the left, I liked the way that looked, but I was really struggling with the way over to the right looked. I ended up later on changing it, and since this video, I've even changed it again. I just wanted the top shelf to be really simple with actual dishes. I'm bringing those out so that I can decorate with some cute plates for this coming Easter season.
Give me your strength and show me your weakness. We're in this together.
And then over on the other side of the sink, I have our mixer that's there, and I use it quite often, and I'm filling up our glass jar with some oatmeal because this week over on my Heidi Sonboul health channel, I am going to be doing a fancy oatmeal for my breakfast every single day, so I wanted to reload that. If you missed that video, I'm going to link it down below. It is definitely one where I'm opening up about something that happened to me where I almost was kidnapped when I was 19 after newly being married. It was super scary, and anyway, I'm not going to say anything more about it because I probably will just start getting emotional thinking about it again.
Even if we're falling down, all of me is yours, every part of me. 'Cause we're in this together now, you and me together now. What's the point of living if we're scared to lose each other? What's the point of living without you? Tell me now and I'll stop fighting. Tell me now and I'll stop breathing. I don't want to be.
Once all of the big things were done drying, I went ahead and start putting them away, and you can see here that I always love to decorate that bar on our island. I just love putting little cloths on there and pot holders, and then I have so many different clocks because I collect them. I think I said that in my last decor haul video. I love collecting clocks, so I always like to hook one on there, and I thought that teal bluish looking one would look so cute with the colors that I'm doing this spring, which are a really pretty blue with a tan and white.
Even when the sun don't shine, even when the sun don't shine, give me your strength and show me your weakness. 'Cause we're in this together now, you and me together now.
We all have thermoses in our family. Everyone's got their own, and we drink a lot of water as a family. And as I was filling this up, I called Miriam over and asked her if she wanted it, and she came to collect her thermos. I personally think water is so important, and I try to encourage our kids from a really young age to drink it a lot. It really is amazing what it will do for your skin when you drink a ton of water. It really hydrates you, and it helps prevent you from getting sick as often as some people can, just because you're always flushing out your system.
That little boy playing in the kindergarten. Life wasn't always good to him. Fighting school, he tried to win them. But then he grew up to be a man. Took a chance, a girlfriend's hand. But then she said, "You got it wrong. I'm sorry, I am not the one." I know that it's hard to love and let go.
It's kind of funny, the chore that I like doing the least is definitely folding laundry and sweeping floors. I don't know why I don't like sweeping floors so much. I usually divvy this one out to my kids, but on this day I wanted to get a really good sweep. I think it's just because, you know, it's something that I have to do every single day, and I don't know. But then the funny thing is, ironically, when I do it, I love it, the results that it gives, because I feel like the room looks so much cleaner every time you sweep. I'm now coming in and mopping with my O-Cedar mop. I love this mop. I know a lot of other YouTubers talk about it, but it is the real deal, friends. This mop is the coolest just because it helps you get out a lot of the water, so it's not so sloppy when you're picking it up and moving it to the floor, and it gets the right amount, and it really does clean it when you put it in the water in the bucket and you spin it. I can't say enough good things about it. I really do love it. I definitely recommend it. I'll link it down below if you haven't heard of it.
To walk away from all your dreams and keep on trying. Just take the bad with the good. Don't lose your hope. You haven't lost your touch. I know that it's hard to love and let
I went ahead and came over to the top of our cabinets over by our TV, and I picked up this grass. It's almost like a wood. I can't explain it. It's thicker than just it being like a mossy grass. It almost feels like pieces of wood that had been shredded. But I'm just going to use this up here on top, and I'm going to use 2 bags, and I'm just kind of nestling in some books. Miriam was really into this project. She wanted to help me so much. But I nestled in a couple of books, and then I'm just going to stack in all of my mossy bunnies that I've been collecting for a while. I thought this would be a really cute and simple decor piece right underneath the TV. The height in here is kind of short, so I can't really put a lot of things on here, and I thought that this would be really cute. And then I'm just brushing away any of the extra flakes or crumbs. I made sure only to keep the actual shavings versus all of the little stuff that's just going to get all over my floor. And here I am, I'm just nestling in my bunnies. So you can see how low the TV is. So the tallest bunny, I have to tuck his ears behind the TV. And then all the rest of them, I'm just kind of nestling them around. Miriam was so funny the whole time. She kept telling me, oh, and now this baby bunny and this baby bunny. She really enjoyed this project quite a bit. So at this point, I liked the way that it looked, but I still can't stand that you can see some of these cords. We decided to not drill a hole in the wall to bring the cords down just because we knew we were going to be selling this house at some point. So I decided to just take this little shutter that I had made out of popsicle sticks over on my DIY channel. And I'm just going to put that behind it to hide some of the cords and add in some eggs.
Where you been? Where did you go? I wonder if you found what you're looking for. Wonder if you found what you're looking for. I hope it's not too late. I want you back here with me. We never should have said it's better this way. I'd rather be with you than someone I don't know. Now it's like we're living in 2 separate worlds.
Thanks so much for joining me today for my part 1 spring decorate and clean with me. I hope you feel inspired to get into those spaces in your home, to tidy them up, purge some things, dust, get everything all ready for the spring season. It feels so good to be able to tidy up a space, and when you go back into it, it just feels so welcoming and inviting. Do leave a comment down below to let me know if you drink a ton of water as much as our family, and if you've ever chopped a watermelon the way that I showed today on the cookie sheet. I really appreciate everybody who leaves a comment. It means so much to me, and thank you everyone so much for coming by today. Until the next episode, bye friends.
Here with me. We never should have said it's better this way. I'd rather be with you.